Hello guys, welcome back. So today we're gonna have a fun video. I don't know if anybody else is pumped up for 2022. As you can tell, I'm very pumped up. 2021, not my best. Not my worst, but definitely down in that list. So now that we have a new year, yes, I'm one of those people that thinks new year, new you, new things to do, blank slate that we can do a lot of new and fun stuff. So today we're gonna talk about setting goals. 2021 taught me a couple things, and one of the main things was that it made me think a lot, and it made me realize a lot of things that I was not the best at. So we are switching it up, changing the program, and hopefully this 2022 is going to be a great year for all of us. So here are my tips and tricks to have a great year, how to set goals, and how to make sure you achieve them. So let's get started. First goal is less is more. And I know this is very counterintuitive because we always want to achieve goals and they're like, okay, I'm going to do blah, 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 and blah. But, sometimes whenever we set too much stuff, we get lost in the process, we get overwhelmed, and this is something that we don't want to happen. Whatever goal we set, we want to achieve, and therefore we want to set only the goals that are our number one priority. So how to do this? You are gonna get pencil and paper, you're gonna get the notes in your phone, whatever you want, and you're gonna take 5 to 15 minutes. Just write everything out that you want to accomplish. Anything that comes to your mind, big, small, doesn't matter. Write it down. Write everything down, and then look at your list. And there are goals that you will be like, oh, this is great, but it's going to take me a few years. Not the best to focus on right now. But you're going to look at other goals and you're going to be like, this is pretty important in my life. I want to do this. This is what resonates with me right now. And those are the ones we're going to focus. So let's say you have 10 goals. Focus on 3, maybe 2, whatever you think it's doable. The reason for this is we want to be focused. We want to make sure that whatever our time is, we put it into the right bucket. So if we have 10,000 things we add to our day, it's less likely for us to do those things. If we have only 1 or 2 we want to do a day, it's easier. So whenever you're setting goals, yes, have all those wonderful ideas that you want. Think about the life you want. Think about everything, but only focus in maximum of 3. Number 2. Okay, so for number 2, I want to say normalize failure. We're going to fail, guys. We're going to fail hard. We're going to fail fast. And you know why? Because we're doing stuff. We're accomplishing things, and we're going places. Now, we're not experts in what we're doing. If we were experts, we would already have this goal as part of our life. So we need to get out of our heads that we need to get everything out perfectly. Because we're not. And if we change our perspective a little, this is going to help us understand that, hey, I'm going to fail and it's okay. Let me move on and continue with my goal. Now, what are we going to do when we're failing? Because I'm not going to leave you guys hanging. So let's say you are going to set a goal. You're going to say, okay, every day I'm going to drink more water. Every day I'm going to exercise. Whatever you want to say in your weekly period, what you want to do. And you're going to call it experiment. So this is my first try. This is my first experiment. This is, whatever you want to call it. Give it a fun name. Have fun with it. And then be like, okay, so let's try this out. Okay, you try it out, you see how it goes. If it sticks, great. If it doesn't, go back to the whiteboard and be like, okay, experiment 1030 didn't work out well. What happened? That's That's the key. What happened? So this is when you're going to do some introspective. If you're a person that likes to journal, go ahead and take your journal out, journal about it. If you're a person that's not into that, just make bullet points, however is easier for your brain to process it. And you're going to look for patterns. Look for patterns, look for things that you realize about yourself. So if you want to work out in the morning and you're not a morning person, probably put it in the evening. If you are trying to set that goal of drinking water, but you realize, hey, I don't have like a bigger water bottle, or I totally forget. Okay, what are you gonna do different to remind yourself? You see what I'm going? So you go from your experiment A, you see everything that you can that went wrong, and you don't dwell on it. You go in it and you're like, what can I do better? What can I change? What are my patterns and how I can do better? That's going to bring you to experiment B, to experiment C. And you go on and on and on. And one of the experiments is going to stick. One of the experiments is going to go on for a month, a few months, who knows? And this is how you keep going and kind of like little by little polishing your routine so you can accomplish that goal. Number 3, when the year starts, we're very much like, okay, let's go, let's make this happen. But as the year goes on, a lot of people fall off the wagon. And this is where number 3 comes in place. Daily motivation, guys. See how you want to have it. Do you want to have it in your mirror? Do you want to have it in your planner? Do you want to put a sticky note to the screen where you work at? Where can you see these words and make sure they empower you? Going back to the working out, sometimes we're tired, sometimes we don't want to do it. Put that sticky note. Put your goals in that sticky note. Put maybe a phrase that it uplifts you, and look at those, because that is going to help change your mindset. And when you look at it, it's going to help your mind snap out of that mode of like, hey, I'm tired. Hey, I don't want to do this, to a like, oh, look what I want to get done. Look why I'm doing this goal. So daily motivation, guys, is very, very important. Try your best to put words of encouragement, little reminders, whatever you think. A lot of people think that motivation comes first and then action, but no, it's a cycle. So if you motivate yourself, you act, then you need to keep the actions keep helping you fuel your motivation, keeps going round and round. And this is how we stick to things. So keep that in mind. Again, go and put it somewhere where you know you're going to see it. Doesn't matter where, as long as you see it. Okay? And number 4, plan your priorities. And I'm putting this one at the end because it's been scientifically proved that a lot of people remember what you said last the most. So plan, 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 plan. You can do it in a weekly basis. You can do it in a daily basis. It's up to everybody. You just simply set a couple bullet points that you want to accomplish for the day, but it's a matter of visualizing. So going back to our useful example of putting workout. So we are thinking about putting the workouts and we're like, okay, I'm going to plan my next day. I'm going to put it in the morning. I'm going to put it in the evening. Visualize it, guys. See all the details. Plan for it. Plan not only when you want to have it, but what you're going to do in case you get lazy and you get comfortable and you don't want to do it. So for me, what I do is I'll plan my workouts the day before and I will write it out. I'll be like, around this time, that's when I'm going to try to work out. I know in the evening, as soon as I finish work, sometimes I'm in a pretty good mood. Sometimes I'm drained. We all have good and bad days at work. But what do? 1, I make sure I'm already in my workout clothes. So I plan further. Number 2, I don't sit down in this couch until I did my workout. And that's how I stop myself from just getting comfortable and too cozy to do my workout. I know it sounds weird, but it helps me get through it. So you will see me sitting down in the floor. You'll see me sitting down in the ottoman, anywhere I want, but not in the comfy spot. So that way I know, okay, Daniela, you got this. You got this. Once you do your workout, you can go take your shower, relax in the nice couch. But until you do that, you are not going to touch that couch. So the same thing for you guys. Whatever you're thinking about, plan it, see your experiments, see your patterns, and then see how you're going to stop yourself from doing the wrong choices. And that is it. Those are all my tips for this new year, guys. Super excited for 2022. Hope this year brings a lot of good stuff in your lives. Let me know what else you want to see in this channel. I am here for you guys. Any suggestions are welcome. So let's have a great 2022. Bye, guys.